on Monday. They've had a couple of days off. Alex Lynn getting this is going to have more on that.
In Indiana from Lopez.
Talking about that last play as Lucas says they get a what a pass. Doncic fires up a three-pointer. Multitude of injuries as Lopez with it. Reeves goes to the basket high.
They just continuing, especially offensive.
Kuzma, good defense. Whips one to Dorian Finney-Smith. Glad to have him back. And now Kuzma. Doncic fires one across after that loss on Monday.
That ended up costing him 6 weeks here into the Olympics, now to this seat week.
Nigel, good stuff. Thank you. Floyd had a chance to win the game in Indiana.
A lot of minutes over the last few seasons.
Lillard rises up over him. And Brooke Lopez on the squad here in Milwaukee. Gabe Vincent, go Vincent. Vincent, no goes. On the board. Tough. Vincent open. Vincent missed. And Vincent and Torian Prince. And he misses. Kuzma tries. And they've been open as Doncic.
And more about Bridgman's relationship. His passing, a huge loss for the Bucks. Business was increasingly growing. And
want to take, when you talk about it, we're filing for bankruptcy. They're so well.
Played his college ball in Louisville. He was going to be
position, and now you have shooters on the wing with
high upside. And it is interesting for Vanderbilt gets inside, driving Porter. Lopez on him. Brooke Lopez comes right. And leading scorer for the
discipline. Nice pass.
Spins.
An improvement in his game.
Down, double team comes. More 3 times he got hit.
He only has 1 assist.
Now Trent on a pass from
AJ Green. Those guys are the difference.
Then 2 points. We're afraid. The lefty fires. He's fouled. Junior, the acquisition from the Clippers.
Liberty High School. Don't forget the down. Not Liberty. I'm
an area when Shaq was dominating it. Damian Lillard a long eye there. So no more challenges for the Lakers.
Back-to-back turnovers here by the Lakers.
Porter connect. And he got a tournament competitor. Free throws. Now he's got another 3-point. As connect Spring. Sims 2-man game up top. Lost to the Reed has not been quite the since Brooklyn on Monday, but was 3. He almost had a triple-double.
I connect.
Clock at 7. Here goes Damian Lillard. It's on the bench. Crucial. So he didn't hit his head on the rim.
Kinetic pace that you have to play for Shaka Smart.
He's one of the quietest people. Marquette beat Xavier today with a burst. And he's one of the great free throw shooters in the game
this season. And that's happened. And again, this is a chance for Luka to kind of
in a quarter. All of those.
Now he has seen the ball game.
92%
already. 6 tonight.
Starting to set corner, driving.
Sims, once Bobby Portis gets back.
They've all come from the line. That was a hooper for the Gophers by the Bucks here to get into Milwaukee. Pulls it back on Lynn, misses. Connect. Looks like he's about to get fouled. And a couple of lobs. And controls, and he finds a cutting finish. Long 3, long run for the Bucks. Lillard, Reeves, everybody gets a touch. Sets up Gary Trent Jr. Doncic shakes. Goes down 10, long 3 on its way. You know who he's looking for. Behind the back goes off here. And Doncic goes in. Torian Prince only down 5 with the ball. His best when he's improvising.
Passes.
It's a 10-0 run. It is going for a logo 3 here. He missed it. Porter Jr. Porter got to put one up. That 3 caught in the air, but finds. Bird's got to know who the hot hands are. Got off the ground. And Lopez for 3. 6 points. AJ Green down. It's 4-on-4. Prince lays it.
Shot at the buzzer. Mikhail.
3 seed right now, and they'll be one of the top 3. 0 for 9 against Pacers. Pistons have the head-to-head, so that's a big one for the Bucks after Luka went on his own. Let it fly. He
15 points for Kevin Pim here.
And Porter is 4 for 5.
And night here by Luka.
And a turnover. Nice. He had his own personal. And Lillard pulls a straight on him, misses a 3. Nice. Austin Reeves lady. All the way across court. Off. Chance at the last shot. Luka catch, shoot. Vanderbilt. 29 points. First time he's done it since last year, though. The top 4 in home court. 40 wins, 40 and 23. But he stops on a dime and then
It's to Torian Prince.
off one flipper, fatal. Now he's got 8 points against the Lakers in his career. Leaves some nifty dribbling there. He's open for 3. 50% from three-point range. They build a wall for Giannis. Giannis drives, is fouled. And Luka, the catch and shoot. Oh, with Reeves' help, drops it off.
At least wait till he gets into a move.
Now in the lane, gets around Lopez. Especially those two. Lopez gets by Brent. Doncic hangs. Doncic has the slowdown game out, including LeBron James.
Backs. They have 6 of them afford to suffer any more injuries.
Most difficult schedule down the stretch.
Oklahoma City right here in Milwaukee. Both of these teams are going to be in the top, at least for the first round. The shot fake, steps into a mid-range jump. Reeves strips it out of his hands. He gets not Gundy, Allie LaForce. Experienced the good life. Held that position for a while. Back does not deter Giannis. He goes. Long time here. Just to help Giannis out, you know, to develop that extra pass to the corner. Nice hands there by Vanderbilt. Trent's got to go. Trent gets it off. Losing in Brooklyn, sets his feet. Doncic rises up. Can't. He's made some 3.
Ask him about Porter.
Signing with the Clippers. Steve's tonight and not many on Beauchamp. Run, Giannis running wins tournament. It starts March 18th. Giannis with the pick right up when he was at Marquette.
As he's playing with grown men.
There's Giannis.
Only mistake that Doc Rivers ever made.
First of all,
Uncle Reggie.
will there be havoc
On Jim Jackson's podcast today. It's here in the NBA as well.
That's brutal.
It's a tough point, and I'm with you. In Denver. Porter.
4-point play. Caught the Bucks about. We were like 10 feet off.
There was a gremlin right there. Still out on suspension. On here, outscoring the Lakers. Austin Reeves in the corner. Got a shooting slump.
58 of the.
For the Bucks to put the underhand. It's a foul back. Damian Lillard here with limited minutes. Austin Reeves gets him off to a good start. Markieff Morris.
About 56 points.
And once again, it's Reeves. Wow, what a... And Lillard keeps his dribble. Don't connect. Lost the handle. After the trade was rescinded, he's scored in double digits in 4 of it. Trent steps in by in this 4th quarter. When those two teams get to... Fires from 3. Kyle Kuzma. Reeves is fouled.
Huge game tomorrow.
Finds Trent.
Boy, and they had a look.
He's header tomorrow with Celtics. Final stretch here. Last 8 minutes of this.
Good luck, boys.
Yeah,
That's all said and done. It's okay.
I'm working on. We got algorithms.
Okay.
This is our last
Single time Curry came down.
human beings too. And it's Tuesday. Vincent taking on Redick, which is scary. Giannis, Rockets are sitting there, having won 4 in a row.
Look at it.
Hard to argue against Jokic.
Yep.
The decision for the
Slacker talk all the mess I
Jack in Spanish.
So, MVP Donovan. Talk about team success.
Damian Lillard. That's a pretty good list you just rattled off.
LeBron James.
Unbelievable. Torian Prince.
Oh, nice move.
Doncic fakes
As well.
That's a good point. And Dyer.
Defender right under.
3 tonight combined.
Look at JJ is upset.
Has consumed him. I mean, he's talking to play. He's the king of the cup. 21. JJ
From his 3rd.
hands. No, Giannis will shoot it himself. So
Washington 4 years ago. Right now, Lakers. Kuz hasn't been in the field when Kuzma was the prime
to here, but it makes sense. Thought I was. Really nice piece here for these Bucks. Doc Rivers. A story for the Kings. We're in a little bit of trying to maintain. Allie LaForce will have the call for you. Another missed 3. Jackson with a rebound. It'll be a small consolation. 6 minutes.
As Morris is shooting.
To 37 and 28. There's in the middle of this tough game, sitting next to the guy who held that position for a while. Lakers get back. Does not deter Giannis. He goes. Ooh, Giannis taking a long time here. Road arenas still count just to help Giannis out. You know, Vanderbilt, that extra pass to the corner. Trent, and nice hands there by Vanderbilt. Knocked down a couple of threes in that game. Late clock, Trent's got to go. Trent gets it all. He's coming out. Losing in Brooklyn. Antetokounmpo left open, sets his feet.
Luka twice.
Doncic rises up. Junior's had a nice contribution tonight. He's made some threes.
Rivers loved actually called Ty Lue and asked him about Porter.
He's back in the NBA, signing with the Clippers. And Austin Reeves tonight, and not many. Trade deadline deal for Marjan Beauchamp. Down by Green. Bucks on the run. Giannis running with the NCAA March Madness men's tournament. It starts March 18th. 90 years. We get a steal. Giannis with the pick right out. Doc was sharing a story with us when he was at Marquette. As
Doc suits it up and is playing with grown men.
There's Giannis.
He said, Bridgman did, that the only mistake that Doc Rivers ever made somewhere else.
Uniform.
Not a lot older than you, first of all.
Uncle Reggie. Eagles in the Big East.
Will there be havoc?
The sleeper pick as well. I went on Jim Jackson's podcast today at Marquette. Of course, the Bucks here in the NBA as well. Afternoon game on Sunday.
That's brutal.
It's a tough. Will come from outside of Luka at this point. And I'm with you. Between the Lakers and the Nuggets tomorrow in Denver. Finds Porter. Porter.
Tyrese Halliburton, 4-point play. Offense. I think it kind of caught the Bucks hard. And Doc Rivers talked about we were like 10 feet off.
Stuck Reggie, by the way. It was a gremlin. It was a gremlin right there. Off the bench. Bobby Portis still out on suspension. All Bucks in this third quarter. And they have turned it on here, outscoring the Lakers. Austin Reeves in the corner. Guys have been in a shooting slump.
58 of the
any tempo or rhythm. So there is a window for the Bucks to put the Doncic underhand. It's a foul back. Gettable third quarter. Damian Lillard kind of try to get to the finish line here with limited minutes. Anyway, for the first 4 to 6 minutes, Austin Reeves gets him off to a good
10 or 12. Luka maybe comes back.
Markieff Morris
Between Giannis and Dame, about 56 points.
double-double tonight. And once again, it's Reeves. Wow, what a 25 now. And Lillard,
Oh, look at this.
keeps his dribble. Dalton Connect lost the hand. Tell you what, Dalton Connect, you know, after the trade was rescinded, he's gone. He's a rookie. He's scored in double digits in 4 of it. Trent steps in. 2 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. Always rowdy when those two teams get to. Trent fires from 3. Kyle Kuzma.
Transfer over from Washington.
Reeves is fouled clean right now for Milwaukee.
But a huge game tomorrow.
Lillard finds Trent. Ready to call a timeout if that would have gone down.
Boy, and they had to look.
He's NBA TV has a doubleheader tomorrow with Celtics. Final stretch here, last 8 minutes of this.
Record at 25-60. I was like, all right, good luck, boys.
Yeah, that's it now, Reggie.
And I think when it's all said and done,
Analytic that
it's okay.
I'm working on. We got algorithms
okay. To this era.
This is our last.
Standing up in the Garden every single time Curry came down.
One of the great human beings too. And 7. 3 against the Pacers Tuesday. Vincent taking on Brett. Timeout. I'm just trying to think along with J.J. Redick, which is scary. At 2-3 position. Giannis, one back in the loss column. Rockets are sitting there, having won 4 in a row.
However you look at it.
He hadn't put up the big year, but man, it's hard to argue against Jokic.
Yeah.
Deserving, whoever wins, and the decision for this year.
I do not. That's why I can talk all the mess I am.
Durant, Shaq. Transformed into animation exclusively in Spanish.
On the outside looking in terms of MVP Donovan in the MVP race. Talk about team success.
Damian Lillard, All-NBA, and first-team All-NBA. That's a pretty good list you just rattled off.
This too. Before the injury, LeBron James'
last MVP season, which is unbelievable. Torian Payton, Kirkland, the crew chief.
Oh, nice move.
Doncic fakes.
Needs to play himself into shape as well.
That's a good point. And
chance to land here. Defender right under. Tonight, a different story.
73 tonight combined.
Look at JJ is upset.
He said this job has consumed him. I mean, he's talking
to be undefeated in cup play.
He's the king of the cup.
Winning that ring
in 21.
JJ 1 assist away from his 3rd.
He does know where he stands. And as Morris guards him. No, Giannis will shoot it himself.
So he since being traded from LA to Washington 4 years ago. Right now, focus. Remember, since leaving the Lakers, Kuz hasn't been in the pucka to 1 for 6 from the field when Kuzma was the prime.
Looks like I was a little surprised to hear, but it makes sense. I'm not in the kind of shape I thought I was. Kuzma is a really nice piece here for these Bucks. Doc Rivers from 4,000. That'll be a story without Sabonis. Felt like the Kings were in a little bit of trying to maintain. Harlan, Stan Van Gundy, and Ali LaForce will have the call for you. And another missed 3. Jackson with a rebound. 45 points. It'll be a small console. Look who scores 45 points in 36 minutes.
See what's holding up in the end zone as Morris is shooting.
Bucks are going to improve to 37 and 28. J.J. Redick and the Lakers in the middle of this tough